Absolutely, Kylie. And there you go. When they've been talking about are there those shadow Trump voters or shadow Harris voters? There you go. A Trump voter who didn't vote in the election in 2020 or 2016. John King, he was saying Barack Obama was the last person that he voted for. I mean, there you go. That's what they're trying to find.
They're trying to find voters who are open and available. There are 25 counties. We'll watch them later tonight. 25 counties in America that voted twice for Barack Obama, then for Donald Trump, and then for Joe Biden. Those are voters who swing with the moment, right? We'll track those counties later. But let's go back to where we just heard those voters. We're just in Michigan, right? This is the 2020 map, right? Let me just show you. 2024 map. It's going to fill in just a minute. We'll start getting votes top of the hour. We'll go on. But let's just use the 2020 map as an example and look at the state of Michigan. So you just heard a voter out in the Grand Rapids area. That's Kent County. This used to be Republican territory, and it's become more Democratic. However, the margins here matter. You see that 52 to 46 if you round the former president up there. So a 6-point race in Grand Rapids in 2020 when Joe Biden carried Michigan. Right? You go back to 2016 and you look at the margins here, and it's a Trump on top of Hillary Clinton in this area right here. So the margins within some of these battlegrounds matter. If Trump can turn Kent County red, Trump is well poised to win the state of Michigan. That's Michigan 2016. Let's come back to 2020 and let's bring up here where Jim Sciutto was. You see Detroit. Detroit is blue right here, but look just north of Detroit. That's Oakland County. Used to be a Republican suburb, more educated, more affluent. This is Macomb County. This used to be a Democratic suburb, blue collar, auto workers, people in the mechanized industries here. You see, this is Trump country, but the margins matter. Joe Biden gets 45% in 2020. When Joe Biden carries Michigan, go back to 2016, Hillary Clinton's getting only 42% of the vote. So sometimes you're looking at a county and it's red or blue. That's not enough. We need to look at the margins. This is all about turnout. And for Kamala Harris in Macomb County, let's come back to 2020 as an example. It's also about whether her union allies succeed or fail in getting some of their workers to set aside guns issues or cultural issues or social issues or affinity for Donald Trump. You just heard the workers saying no tax on overtime pay. Can labor unions convince their workers actually organizing and other labor issues are more important? So you look for the margins in a place like this. And if Vice President Harris is losing votes there, she wants to track Biden. But let's assume she's a little below Biden in Macomb County. Well, then you're doing the math. She has to make it up in more affluent Oakland County. This is her coalition is very complicated. If she's going to lose a little bit because of the dynamics, the question is where can she make it up? And so Michigan is one of the fantastic opportunities to do that as we start to come into votes. And remember, the 3 blue wall states have voted together since 1992. We'll find out tonight if that pattern continues or if it is broken.
All right, thanks, John. We're just minutes away from the very first votes of the 2024 election coming through in areas with the earliest poll closings, and we're getting closer to the end of voting in battleground Georgia, the first pivotal battleground state on our radar tonight. After months of anticipation, the results are finally coming soon in this historic presidential race. We'll be right back.
Choosing the right candidate for any office is difficult, whether the office is square or